Well, hello there, Commonwealth. This is Great Grandpa Gamer. Today we've got an electrical tutorial. We're going to make a light wall with flashing colors. That ought to be fun. Now, friends, we're going to use Wi-Fi glitches. We're going to use logic circuits. We're going to use alternating currents. But I'm not the first to do a tutorial like this. There are lots of good ones out there on YouTube. I offered to make a tutorial with my slant, and a few people took me up on it. So here we go. First thing we'll do is just talk about lighting. That little generator can't light all three big light boxes. It took the help of Big Brother. The Wi-Fi glitch will help us connect those two generators together, among many other things. So let's remove that wire. One of those light boxes stopped working. Let's do a Wi-Fi glitch. A Wi-Fi glitch requires a surrogate, something to hold the end of the wire. It requires a source, the big generator. And it requires a target, the little bitty generator. I connect the big generator to my surrogate. I creep up on the wire until it's highlighted. And with my reticule on the target, the small generator, I click connect. I got sparks that time. It's usually not so rewarding, but right now you can dance around, go to the restroom, but the point is your connection is still pending. So when you get back, make sure the wire is highlighted, your reticule's on the source, click connect. The wire jumped from the circuit to the target. That's a successful Wi-Fi glitch. We can now store the wire. There's power running between the two generators. That little generator has all the oomph of the big one. Right there, it's powering all those light boxes by itself. Not really, but it looks like it. That's a lot easier to cart throughout your settlement, perform Wi-Fi glitches, than hauling that big one and trying to get the right angle on Wi-Fi glitches. Okay, this little guy is now power packed, and we'll use it to power up our light wall. Let's pull our monitor over here. Our terminal, that's what they're called. I pre-wired the light boxes in a checkerboard pattern so it's crisscrossed on the back. That means I've got to have two wires to power the whole thing. That's important when we're going to do on-off lights. And I'm going to mess up every single light that is connected to that one generator in the entire settlement, not just this wall, the entire settlement. I'm changing them all to white. Here's a warning for you. You'll say, what happened? Yeah, that's why sometimes it's a good idea just to get a new generator or manually change the color of the lights. New generator, new terminal. Okay. They're all white and they're all turned off right now. Now we have one set of the lights powered up, one half of the checkerboard. We're going to change colors on those. By the way, we're also looking for a bug to happen. If I can get that bug to happen, I can show you how to fix it. I changed them to orange. Now the ones that were not connected were white. Let's see if they're still white. They are still white. The bug didn't happen, which is good. We're going to change the white lights to green. So exciting. Okay. Remember, the other unpowered light boxes should be orange. So let's power them up again and see what they are. That's the bug right there. They're all green. That should not have happened. They should have stayed orange. I'll show you how to fix that and how to prevent it. So with one set now green, we know the background ones are also green, the unconnected ones. Let's change the ones that are connected to orange. Can you stand the excitement? Yeah, the Pip-Boy, I don't know why. Okay, they're orange. And we're going to prevent the ones that are not lit from turning orange as well by disconnecting every wire and then reconnecting them. It's worked for me every time. Can I say 100% that it'll always work? No. But every time I tried it, it worked. That's what I can say for you. And there we go. We have two different colors. And instead of clicking on every individual light box, we used a fresh generator and a fresh terminal to alternate the colors. Okay. Let's have them take turns being lit. That's right. The contraption on the wall is there to make them flash back and forth. Let's get rid of our wires for now. In fact, let's do all the wiring. First, I'm going to connect everything to a main conduit. That'll be my main power from now on. We have to connect the main power to the NAND logic circuit input, and we have to connect it to the alternating power circuit. The alternating power is on off every second. Alright, and let's just put another conduit for output. Let's connect those output conduits, one to each part of my grid. Okay, it looks like the NAND is not firing. It only has one input. It needs two inputs. NAND requires two inputs, and only one input must be active in order for the NAND to push power. So I got two wires coming in. When the alternating power is off, the NAND pushes power. So the main is connected. The alternating power is connected. And they both take turns sending power to our light wall. And there it's flashing. And we've got a bowl of spaghetti of wires right behind us. We don't want to cart that all around the settlement. So let's do some Wi-Fi glitches to clean it up. Alright, just watch how we do it here. I won't describe what we do, just see if you can trace the steps. That's a successful Wi-Fi glitch. Did you see how that happened? I'll cover another one, talk through it. In the meantime, let's put a label on this guy. You'll thank me later, I promise, if you know what the heck your contraption is doing. Especially if you get a lot of contraptions around your settlement. So that's our main power, and it is Wi-Fi glitched. We've got a chance to do a few more Wi-Fi glitches, but first let's see what the heck we're doing. A light. The light was flashing on and off. I just moved the main a little bit to break the power field and reestablish a different power field. That's a completely different lesson. Okay. Let's now Wi-Fi glitched the wires to the LightBox wall. We got two wires, one coming off the alternating switch right up there. We're going high to low. Let's get rid of the original wire, and we'll sneak back here. Yes, we'll be able to see the source. So we'll put our reticule on the target. The wire is highlighted. We click connect, click, and then we'll turn around with the wire highlighted, click on the source, click. The wire jumped to the target. We can now remove it. All right, we halfway Wi-Fi glitched this light wall. Let's do the other one. From the NAND Logic Gate. Here we go. You can probably hear my doggy barking in the background. All right, I picked the wrong one. I should have had a higher. There we go. High to low. That way I can look across the wire. I'll click connect on my target because the wire is highlighted. I'll click connect on the source. The wire is highlighted. The wire jumped. Remove it. I didn't remove it. Friends, that is an automated lit light wall. And from that source, that little bitty connection, you can add as many lights to it as you want and have your entire settlement flashing if you choose to do so. It could be 100 feet high. It could be a dragon standing next to a woman flashing back and forth. Whatever your minds can imagine. Now, there are ways to include other colors and other great things in there, but another day, practice with this. Let's do a good practice and label our outputs here. Yep, that one was the green, and this one is the red. Gives us an idea in case we have to come back. There we are, a miniature light wall. All done. The NAND circuit is kicking off as it should. The alternating circuit is kicking off as it should. We win, friends. I'd love to see what you can do with this. I gotta thank you for joining me. Y'all have a fantastic day. Bye-bye now.